Hey, you guys, welcome back to SeaBATTLE Royale. My name is Saf. I'm one of the TOs here at the University of Washington. Wow, what a mouthful. University of Washington here in Seattle. We're about to enter our grand final bracket. Let's get into it and keep back as things are heating up here. On the Bravo side, I have SeaBubbles. Now listen, hold on to that tapioca because that's not what I have here on SeaBubbles. I have tapioca. Come on. And then you go over there. Great. They're not a Sailor Scout, but their name is Mar. Welcome Mar to the stage for SeaBubbles. Up next, the quickest shark and sneakiest shark you've ever seen in your life, and crazy roller gameplay. Give it up for Ivy. And finally, flying high up into the sky, beautiful and iridescent, it's Bubbles! Okay. In the Alpha corner, I have your favorite table condiment, PICO de Gallo. And listen up. First up on PICO de Gallo, someone get this guy an Everstone. It's Funky Evie. All the way from the Southwest, you know them from Sunset Surge as TOs. Give it up for Pepe and Shiny. And finally, the summer season is upon us, but so is monsoon season. Give it up for Nico! Grand Finals is going to be underway shortly. Back to you at the broadcast desk.
Hi. I'm Fusion. Here we are in Grand Finals of SeaBATTLE Royale. It's been an absolute blast so far. Big tournament. We have 11 teams competing. There's been super intense matches, several 3-2s. Saf is going to pass it back to herself and crawl behind as if we didn't all see her sneak onto the broadcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. And my name's Fusion, actually.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God.
Yeah, who are you?
I don't know. Who am I? That's a good
know.
question.
Who do you know here?
I don't know. I know you. I know Satan. I know Takapa.
Do you?
I think.
We know each other?
Do we?
Oh, my God. Mystery for everyone, I guess.
We're some familiar faces if you watch all the other Sea Battles.
That's true. We kind of live here.
We do live here.
This is our third place.
This is our third place.
The comm desk at SeaBATTLE.
Wherever we go.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The matches, I actually haven't been able to watch too many. I've just kind of seen the score count from the distance.
Yeah.
A lot of 3-2s. Very exciting. SeaBubbles put up an amazing fight against PICO de Gallo. They went down 3-2 in winners finals. They're looking to bring it back, and they've already secured the LAN Championship Showdown nomination if they choose to accept it.
True.
With their victory over Okami. PICO de Gallo is ineligible because they've already qualified through Sunset Surge. 3 of the 4 of them were on the team that won that tournament. So SeaBubble is not content with just qualifying. they've come, most of them I think have come down from Vancouver in order to challenge Pico de Gallo, and now they want not just the nomination, they want the tournament victory. They're going to put up a great fight against Pico de Gallo.
Yeah, I think so too. And honestly, SeaBATTLE, dude, I can't talk
I know,
today.
yeah.
What hour are we on of today? Like 12?
A lot.
A lot. Too many.
Hour a lot. I mean,
yeah.
this
But so SeaBubbles though. It's been said before, but SeaBubbles played at Battle of BC a couple weeks ago. Fusion and I had the luxury of playing against them 3 times. SeaBubbles missed plus or minus 1 person,
Yeah.
but we did get to play them. And I remember seeing them sign up for this event, and me and Fusion were like, okay. Like, we want more competition here. SeaBubbles is on their way.
We did go to Battle of BC and then be like,
Yes.
hey, we have a tournament soon. You should come
Yes,
down.
you should come. You all should come.
Yeah.
All of you. Oh, it's up here. All of you.
Yeah. It's been a lot of hours. I mean, this tournament, we started later. So
Yes.
as the TOs, I guess, have been up and preparing and getting ready a little bit longer
Most
today.
of the day.
Especially since we're in a different venue. We're at UW. If you saw in the background throughout like interviews or what Saf just come there's pool tables everywhere.
Who?
There's a ping pong table.
Who was over there?
I don't know.
I've never
Who
seen
is
him in
she?
my life. Who
is she?
Who is that girl?
Actually, not you. It was that other person.
I
Who
know.
looked a lot like you.
See, well, that person was wearing flame glasses, and I'm not wearing flame glasses.
That's true.
Yeah, like, I don't know why everybody thinks I'm her, but that's not me.
I don't know. You kind of seem like her.
It girl, that's me.
It girl. She, her girl.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, well, listen. No more delays. No more waiting. SeaBATTLE Royale Grand Finals, you guys. It's happening right now.
This is it. Now or never. SeaBubbles needs to take 2 sets in order to win this tournament. Let's see if they'll be able to do it as we start here on Zones Mahi Mahi. This set's going to start and on Splat Zones. Mar been rocking that E leader quite a bit. Not able to find a pick just yet. Looking for an opportunity. Pico de Gallo not going to give them one. Funky Eevee on the left side's going to find a pick. Give Pico de Gallo an early opening. That's absolutely massive as Pico de Gallo begins moving towards that right side. The curling bomb from Ivy finding a nice pick. So I think this push will be a little bit short-lived from Pico de Gallo. As SeaBubbles begins to storm back into the map.
I really am enjoying seeing Shiny use a heavy edit. I feel like they've just been pigeonholed to pencil for a very long time. Not that they hate it, but that's just kind of used to the formula that I'm seeing. And so it's nice to see Shiny on something else and flex something else. And clearly it's, or wait, no, that's SeaBubbles that's in, oh no, excuse me, the colors are inverted. I was like, wait a minute. But that is SeaBubbles still in the lead here. So, oh my gosh, see, the colors are getting to me. That's Pico de Gallo in the lead against SeaBubbles here. SeaBubbles trying to get out, but ending the game with a wipeout, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
And a bag.
That position from Nico up on that right side was absolutely massive. Nico was able to come in from the right side and pinch, and just by sitting up there, they were kind of able to stop SeaBubbles from dropping on that right side, which kind of forced everyone to tunnel into like Eevee and Pepe sitting on the snipe. So very strong, very quick game coming out from Pico de Gallo here.
Yeah, fast and furious, quite literally. Took the zone immediately. Kind of had to delay getting into the base, but like that's fine. That's fine, you know, like you want to bide your time. You don't want to overextend. You don't want to get too hasty. So to me, Pico taking it 0 to 100, I mean, that was easy. That was easy mode. What's next?
They're showing them what it's all about. Very dominant on that Splat Zones map. We're going to be moving to Makomart Clamblitz. This one also might be over in a hurry. Clams are kind of everywhere on this map. And we've got some interesting short-range stuff coming out. We have the decav, we have the roller. Gonna do a lot of damage here around that middle of the map.
Well, it's been said over and over again. Watch the ledges. Looking at you, Ivy. Watch the ledges, because that is 9 times out of 10 where Ivy will be. So if you're going to try to break out, if you want to do something cheeky, get some clams across the map, you need to be watching where Ivy's at, because chances are they probably have eyes on you before you even know it.
Yeah, I don't know if Mar has swapped off leader this tournament, but it's definitely kind of interesting. Mako Mart, I feel like you wouldn't anticipate as a leader map, but there is that one spot if you come out of spawn to your left side. Yeah, one spot. If you come out of spawn to your left side, you have a lot of range in mid. And I mean, I kind of heard Shiny was like saying a little bit under their breath, it's like, I don't want to deal, I hated dealing with E-Leader on Museum Delfencino. This one isn't Museum, right? Museum's a huge map, but Shiny, the leader player on Heavy Edit, being like, I don't want to deal with this leader, is a little bit funny.
See, it's refreshing.
It's refreshing.
It's like a refreshing beverage.
Yeah, I know Shiny's gone through like an arc. I know Shiny moved from Charger to Pencil, and now I guess for Edit for this tournament, it seems to play very well with PICO de Gallo's quick play style. They're looking to end this tournament very quickly with a quick knockout here. We'll see how seabubbles is able to adjust.
Yeah, and you were right. The E-Leader swapping out for Mar and the ZNF splatter scopes coming out. So that's double strikes for clams here, which can be really useful. And actually, considering where the basket is and there's a lot of walls around it, strikes can really kind of block you in if you're not careful. So I do like the double strike pick here, and I wonder if that'll kind of put a wedge in the fast gameplay that PICO's been kind of dealing with. Or maybe not, because that's 2 members of seabubbles going down.
Yeah, 2 members go down in that left alley. Shiny, oh my goodness, so aggressive. Yeah, using that cooler in order to jump out very quickly, stay safe. The Whale, oh, PICO de Gallo playing in just a death ball like formula here, staying together, defending each other, especially Nico with that splash wall. They're doing a great job, forcing seabubbles to approach them. Both these teams playing awfully slow for Mako Clams here as they look to create a big opening here, and seabubbles might have it.
Yeah, seabubbles able to get back out of the spawn, now back in the midsection, looking to try to testify. There's 2 members of PICO down, so obviously better late than never. Make it 2 more members. A weird kind of delaying wipe coming out from seabubbles here. Great placement of the bubble from Ivy over on the left here. And clams to follow up, but no ball fusion.
Yeah, they're just kind of juggling clams. No one has the ball just yet. But seabubbles was able to deal with Pepe on that flank. They have 3 members down. The Whale's going to come out, but specials are ready on the side of seabubbles. They're going to get that score down to 50-something. Ivy's going to get taken out there. Shiny looking on that top right, trying to find a way in, but they're just defending their ground there. seabubbles is going to have that push stopped. PICO de Gallo stops the bleeding. They have power claims at the ready. That's what Mako Mart is all about. Quick pushes back and forth, but Mar actually shuts it down with a couple nice snipes.
Yeah, and thank goodness for Mar, because seabubbles sitting pretty here on the defense. There is a ball at play, and it seems that Shiny is the one trying to look for safe passage here to see if they can make contact with the basket. But, I mean, obviously seabubbles is not going to make it easy for them. But look at Eevee trying to follow up on the left here. They want to try to give Shiny some safe passage. And I have to also say, Fusion, PICO is doing a phenomenal job of not just, like, jumping out of tense situations, but jumping to each other.
Absolutely.
Like not jumping too far out, because you don't want to get too far from the action. Stuff can kind of sway really fast if you can't get back in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Jumping to your teammates definitely saves you a lot of time, especially with that cooler, making it nearly instant. And this has been a very defensive game here of Mako Clam so far. Bubbles is looking for a way in. seabubbles has that lead, but not a super huge one, but that's it. Kakio in the flank finds several picks. Huge. That's going to create another opening for seabubble. They have a clam nearly ready. 7 clams. Yes, that charger is going to get that power clam into the basket, and seabubbles is going to pile it on here.
Yeah, and look at Pepe trying to do some damage control here. Not really finding Ivy. Well, thank goodness, because that could have been scary for Pepe if they didn't identify Ivy there. But immediately, PICO is going to clap back with a bunch of clams of their own at that. Look at that lead switch. You blink and you miss it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they had the claims at the ready. SeaBubbles was not able to get anything out of that push. They just ate into their penalty, and PICO de Gallo had so many claims at the ready. They had the pity. They have so much pressure on the map. Pepe now on the flank looking for an opportunity to move in. They kind of circle around nobody there, but SeaBubbles still, again, trapped in their spawn, and oh my goodness, SeaBubbles trying to stop the bleeding here. They're not able to get out of their spawn anymore. Another claim's going to make its way to the basket for PICO de Gallo. SeaBubbles is, they have their backs against the wall here. PICO de Gallo just is scoring so many claims. They're looking to put this game away.
Oh, yeah, and they are close to doing it. That's one more there. That is game 2 going into PICO de Gallo's favor. And I mean, Fusion, what a game at that, because clearly SeaBubbles was trying to play slow, steady, collected, don't play fast, let's move slow, let's move together, let's try to get something going here. But PICO is just so fast. They're so fast, and as soon as they find the opening, they're immediately going to topple what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting, especially on Makomar. They were kind of like turtling together around that middle block, playing around. I think Nico, particularly on the 52 gal, has been a huge nuisance for SeaBubbles. I think the splash roll, they kind of don't have too much of an answer for like a weapon like 52 that is just kind of like a screw you, I win button in close range encounters, and Nico's been playing so patient that they're able to defend.
And guess what? You can't stand anywhere because I'm going to wail you.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been able to defend his teammates super well, and again, the moment SeaBubble got a little bit greedy, they went for that extra claim when they didn't have the follow-up. PICO de Gallo just jumped on it.
Yeah. Like almost immediately. Yeah, and even in the replay here, you can see it was just within a few seconds that the lead changed from 100 to 53. They had everything in the kitchen sink, ready to go towards the basket. And that's all they needed. They just needed one solid push to kind of ruffle the feathers a little bit, which I definitely think that they've done, because now finding themselves at match point here.
Yeah, I mean, speaking with Evie a little bit after their winners final set, he was saying they kind of needed to lock in order to win that set, and they've looked locked in so far. They've been doing great, but again, I did mention Shiny does not want to deal with E-Leader on Buzam Delfencino, and wouldn't you know it, that's where we're going here for Rainmaker on Game 3.
I don't know cardinal directions, sorry. This right here, this one. And I think this map in particular and mode is going to be fun. A, because Shiny's please put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. But also, consistently, Rainmaker is so fast-paced. This could work really well for PICO de Gallo. But I also think there's a lot of spots for Ivy to hide here. There's a lot of spots to use that roller to your advantage. Ivy's actually going to be switching from the vanilla splat roller. We're going to the carbon, which Fusion, you and I were having so much trouble with Ivy's carbon when we played a battle of BC.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We were kind of just getting stomped out at every instant. Wow, interesting. 2 members dropping on the left side, Mar and Ivy. I've seen that kind of, drop and opening before, but not very frequently. Oh, the Rainmaker's going to go for the checkpoint. They get a stop just before they're able to snatch it there, but they do drop in a little haphazardly there. So Evie's going to be able to set up a bubble in front of checkpoint and crucially misses the slash. So that is check. However, that may not spell the end for SeaBubbles just yet. They're able to maintain some semblance of control. They clean out 2 members of PICO de Gallo. They're on the left side. Yes, very nice job. They're able to shut down the push. SeaBubbles, despite losing that checkpoint, they're still in a decent spot here, especially with Ivy so far up.
Yeah, and you really needed to just remove PICO de Gallo, pressing the delete button frantically now that we're at our own checkpoint. And the same story, Bubbles about to dunk it, but immediately gets shut down by PICO de Gallo. But SeaBubbles is in a great position here to keep this Rainmaker moving. You have to be watching who's going to jump down, though. That's Shiny, and I believe Nico over on the left side there. Shiny still available. Evie coming in to clean up the mess. There's only 3 points standing in the way from SeaBubbles trying to flip the lead.
Oh, that's huge. That's a one member of SeaBubbles staggered. The Rainmaker is going to go over top mid. Here's a Shark on the right side. They're going to get whaled. Ivy's able to sneak in and find 2 picks. That's huge. The Rainmaker is going to get slowed down. Evie is able to get an opening. That can hit through the vacuum. Evie finds 2. Evie finds a 3rd. That's a wipeout. Evie leading the Rainmaker all the way towards the goal. Ivy shuts it down at the 25 point mark, but an absolutely massive push, and it's still not over. Pico de Gallo has multiple members up. Pepe's going to run for that Rainmaker. They're going to grab it and get 10 more points.
Fusion, I think you and I almost jumped out of our seats here at the broadcasting desk. There's people looking at us and what we're doing and our body language right now. But I think you and I both were about to just like shoot into the stratosphere about how crazy that was. And Evie just popping off. It's like you just said. Evie was like, hey, man, we need to lock in. And I don't know if that's what that was, but.
Oh, yeah. That vacuum, huge on offense. Not so hot on defense against a Splatana Stamper as SeaBubbles. Now, 2.5 minutes left. They find 2 picks, but again, Pico de Gallo constantly has cooler. Mara has been doing a great job finding openings, finding picks. Nico on the left side looking to find that pick. They are going to get kind of singled out here, but the Rainmaker is going to stay put in mid. Nico stalling the entirety of SeaBubbles from this side here. The Whale's going to come out. They're going to be able to find a pick. Pico de Gallo doing so much work maintaining this lead, maintaining control of the game.
I know, no hands from SeaBubbles on the Rainmaker for quite some time now. Pico is just doing a phenomenal job at defending, and it seems like whenever 2 members of Pico go down, almost exclusively one or two members of SeaBubbles goes down. It just never seems like SeaBubbles has their full team to do something. But hopefully with some special building here, we have 2 online, make it 3. Maybe we can get something cooking here as Ivy takes down 2 with the Zuka.
Yeah, 2 with the Zuka, but the cooler's been constantly off. Shiny has been outputting it like an absolute monster here. Pico de Gallo is in complete control. SeaBubbles needs to find those picks, and not just find those picks, they need to find them fast, one after the other. The Rainmaker is sneaking behind. Pico runs in, gets 2 extra points on the board. Finally, a wipeout. That is no cooler online. SeaBubbles, if they have a chance, it's now. They need to move in. They need the vac. They need to find the lead here. Again, Pico de Gallo constantly on those flanks. They need to be able to play around it, but oh my goodness, Pepe.
Where was Nico in all of this? Where was Nico in this conversation when the Rainmaker was moving 2 more unit points? I missed that. I didn't realize Nico was even a part of this conversation, but they had to interject and just let you know that there's 2. That's Pepe set up with the Zuka getting 1. There's 2 members of SeaBubbles down. They're just, oh my gosh, it's a rat race right now, Fusion. They're just trying to stay alive in this corner here to defend from the Rainmaker. Pico really doesn't have to do much. They could just hold onto it and kind of play around. SeaBubbles obviously doesn't want that to happen. A little more advantageous for them, but it looks like they're going to try to push it to the very end as we start rounding the corner for overtime, but that means that SeaBubble needs to pick up the Rainmaker now.
They grab the Rainmaker. Here it is. Evie's hunting it down, but they managed to live. Oh my god, there's a Shark under the ledge there. It's Shiny on the heavy edit. Okay, they're going to end up backing off. Pepe running at the Rainmaker. Here comes the Zuka. They end up dropping kind of errantly into mid here. Shiny on the right side. Pico de Gallo wants this so bad. They're just hunting down the Rainmaker. Here comes SeaBubbles as we head to later in overtime.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so having the bubble there was good for defense. The suction bomb coming down. Mar is playing so patient here, and they need to. Good shots coming from Ivy! 2 incredible shots, but it's not enough. We didn't even get to see what happened there. Pico de Gallo shuts the push down and takes grand finals.
A little from Evie there
I
at
know.
the end. Sneaking in. That had all the signs of a huge push coming out, but not able to get going in time. If they were about to get the vacuum too, so that could have been huge. The Zukas were exactly on point, but Pico de Gallo constantly dropping from the flanks, putting pressure on SeaBubbles from multiple directions. Pico de Gallo are your champions of SeaBATTLE Royale, but SeaBubbles, if they accept it, will be representing SeaBATTLE in the LAN Championship Showdown.
And you know what, Fusion? I hope they do.
I hope they do.
because having maybe not a Seattle team representing Seattle, SeaBATTLE, whatever, okay, but these are our friends up from Vancouver, and we got to go and play and show them what's up at
They beat
Battle
us
of
real
BC, and it was really fun, and it felt like after that they were like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. We could come down for that. We've been there before. Why don't we
Heck
just
yeah.
come again?
And I hope if there's another LAN Championship Showdown, that Vancouver's able to kind of get that get that rep with Van Coral.
Go to Van
or
Coral.
whichever
Van
new
Coral.
LAN may
Shout out
pop up
Ellie.
in
And
the
Slut.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Yes. Van Coral was so much fun.
Yeah.
Or, well,
Battle
Battle of
BC.
BC,
Yeah,
run
but
by the
it's
Van Coral team.
Tomato,
So,
tomato.
tomato. Yeah. I believe, has it?
Evie's little thing was on the replay.
I was watching that. I was like, so good. And we did show these already, I believe.
Yes. Okay, so NATO and Riley talked about these at length, but listen, our qualifying people are going to be getting these wonderful beanies made by SeaBATTLE TO Satan. Love her. She made these. She made these for our qualifying champions that are representing us for SeaBATTLE at the LCS. So presumably, if SeaBubbles is to accept their nomination, these would be for them.
I'm sorry, Shiny. No,
Shiny
don't
trying to walk
steal
away
it.
with the beanie. Okay, well, Fusion, short and sweet, but man, we've had a long day. Let's get into the podium. Here's Shiny. Let's get into the podium. Let's take a little break. And we want to show you guys our winners. We'll be back
very shortly. Thank you so much for coming by SeaBATTLE Royale or watching online. This has been a super exciting tournament. We've had a lot of... What?
They're just,
Oh,
yeah.
we're hyping you on.
Let's clap for Fusion.
Let's clap for Saf.
It looks like the master hands when they're like this. Little golf hands. Okay, we're going to talk about podium in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. SeaBATTLE will be right back.